It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. Thank you so much for allowing us to stream, broadcast into your home or into your smart device, or maybe you're listening to the podcast right now and we're in your ears as you're preparing for your meeting with your sales department. This will be a good use of your time. We will focus on the sales strategies, the sales systems, the sales message, and more importantly, the sales structure you need to really take your sales department revenue to an entirely different level. And we always start off every morning with just our philosophy, a core philosophy. And the core philosophy that drives the CEO Sales Huddle every morning is success leaves clues. Not a new idea, but the idea does work. And so if there's footprints out there and someone's been down the journey and now they're coming back, we can ask them, hey, how were you able to handle certain situations? So for us to do that, we look at a case study every morning that we're about to do in a moment. And in this case study, we examine the challenges the CEO faced from the sales department perspective, the hurdles they had from the sales department perspective, and how were they able to be successful or in many cases overcome some of those challenges. Oh, and I love doing that, by the way. And so let's go ahead and do a deep dive into that now. Every business starts with a challenge. You would probably agree. And for Crio, Brewed, it was convincing coffee lovers to switch from their beloved caffeine fix to a cocoa-based beverage. Now, many people love coffee, but worried about the jitters or, well, the caffeine addiction? Now, Crio, Brewed founders John Fartherham and Eric Dershish saw an opportunity to offer a tasty yet healthy coffee alternative. Now you got to remember, this was a crowded market. This was a saturated market. This was a market that everyone in the market seemed to be offering coffee somewhere, someplace. But when Crio Brewed stepped into the Shark Tank arena, they hoped for a financial boost to crack the coffee market. They asked for $1 million, but faced a major hurdle. People didn't like the taste of their drink, despite its many healthy benefits. Does that sound familiar, by the way? Seriously. An interesting fact, they had already sold 270,000 units, showing there was potential if they could just tweak the formula just a little bit, change their sales message from, well, this doesn't taste good to this tastes very good. But they were undeterred by the lack of investment from Shark Tank because they said no. And so the founders returned to the drawing board. They knew that the taste was key, so they refined their recipe and broaden their sales strategy by collaborating with milk alternative brands. Hear that? Collaborating. That's a sales strategy. And engaging in healthy, conscious communities online. That was, well, now they've got to have engagement. They've got to build relationships. They repositioned Crio, that's the sales message, not just as a coffee alternative, but hear this, but as a lifestyle choice. So engaging with customers who valued health, sustainability, and the flavor became their new sales strategy, their sales message. They also strengthened their supply chain and emphasized the rich natural organs of their cocoa beans. Now here's my big takeaway for you. Never underestimate the power of a resilient sales strategy. Crio Brewed's founders faced setback after setback, but their commitment to a sales system, to a sales strategy, and more importantly, a sales message, it was unshakable. We're going to crack this code, and we're going to take this message to the market. And every business needs a clear sales strategy, understanding your audience, refining your sales strategy, and consistently delivering quality that your clients are looking for. When you do that, oh my goodness, you'll see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It is an honor and a privilege to serve you this morning. And every single morning, we love to get started almost the exact same way. In the exact same way as a CEO, which you are the CEO, as a CEO, it's really all about the philosophy, the mantra in the sales department. And the mantra in the sales department is just 3 words. I mean, think about it. You only need 3 words for your sales department. And that 3 words for the sales department and really for the CEO as well is focus on sales. Put that in your notes. Focus on sales. Put that in your notes. Focus on sales. No, really say it out loud with me right now. Focus on sales. There's a big why. And the big why is if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why is that, Shay? Because sales at the end of the day is the oxygen for every great business in history. So without sales, there's always more money pouring out than there is coming in. The point, the message, it's got to be clear. It's got to be loud. I don't want you to miss this. I want to make sure it lands hard and fast. And that is, selling is serious business. 4 words. Put those 4 words down in your notes. Selling is serious, 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 serious. I did say serious business. Without sales, there's always more money pouring out than there is coming in. And that's a big challenge. Now, you look at the other side, we say, wait a minute, as a CEO, what is our pledge to the sales department? And our pledge to the sales department is 3 words: learn, earn, and return. And you can go ahead and repeat this after me. I have to learn something new. Like, go ahead, like right now. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to get old and new clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Oh, doesn't that sound good? But when we get together in the CEO Sales Huddle, we're also laser focused on our objectives. And our objectives are really threefold. You get the meeting with the sales department. That's what we're doing right now, the meeting in the sales department. And we focus on, wait a minute, what is the sales progress? What is our sales growth? What's happening there? And then what are the hurdles? We did a whole case study this morning. Like, what's the challenges? What do we have to face? Let's deal with it face on. And then last but not least, we got to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1, you must have a 1-page CEO sales plan. Sales pillar number 2, you must understand the sales cycle. Sales pillar number 3, you must have a sales message. And sales pillar number 4, well, the CEO Sales Dashboard. We spent a whole segment on the CEO Sales Dashboard. I can't wait. And then you've got to have a 7-figure sales team. Now, for those folks that tune in every morning, we appreciate you. Thanks for being here, by the way. For those that have tuned in for the first time, thank you as well. Here's what I like to do. I like to slow down for a moment and connect with you. And here's how we can connect. Here's how we can be in the conversation. Here's how we can have a little fun. You look right below the video and go ahead and put hashtag I'm here. Just put hashtag I'm here. Hashtag I'm here is the bat signal. The bat signal is I'm in this conversation. I'm in this message. I'm here with you right now, and we are together. Or if you're watching the replay, put a hashtag replay. You're still here. There's no shame of watching the replay. You can't be here every morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but you're here now. Or if you can't do any of that, just head on over now to at I am Che Brown. So some of you are on the on-demand platform, some of you are on Roku, Apple TV, YouTube Live. You're on different platforms, and you can't do it. So the way we can all connect, because I like to know what you're up to. I like to follow you. Go over to at I am Che Brown, at I am Che Brown, and we will immediately be able to connect over there. Isn't that kind of cool? Oh, I love it, by the way. Now, we have the question I get asked often more than anything else is, why the CEO Sales Huddle? And the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster, easier, really with less effort, so they can get somewhere quicker. They want the bridge to get there. And we got a big why that helps us drive that. Now, our big why is, it's all about the sales huddle, about sales growth, sales accountability, and consistency. And this is so true. And so to accomplish that, we spend 15 minutes a day. You think about that. You take 15 minutes of the day. There are 1,440 minutes in every day. So every day there's 1,440 minutes. You slow down and you say, I'm going to spend 15 minutes. That's 1% of the day. And I'm going to take 1% of my day and I'm going to focus just on my sales department. And then this 1% of my day, 1%, just 1% of my day, I'm going to be focused on the revenue generating activities that bring in the business. And I'm going to really challenge you to focus on that. I'm going to really challenge you right now as you're part of this, and you're already here, so I don't have to talk to you, but if you're watching for the first time, you're joining to be in this conversation, it's the fastest, easiest way to go to business, because we have one outcome. And our number one outcome, above all other outcomes, is $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. Now, this is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You're in this conversation, you earn $100,000 plus a month. And your first question, someone comes up, Jay, that sounds great. I love it. But I got a question. How do I get there? Like seriously, how do I get there? And that's a reasonable request at a very reasonable time. Let's take a look at that. And so we created something called the CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard It's something we created with our private clients for many years to help them see the 5 key metrics that they needed to focus on every day. And those metrics were leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Now, in any of these metrics, it's got to be comforting to know there's only 5 that you got to focus on. It's got to be comforting. And how these 5 are performing determines how you're going to allocate your salespeople, and even if that's you, your time, your sales processes, if you're going to make any changes and tweaks in the sales processes, and last and most importantly, really, how you're going to focus on the sales resources. What resources will you allocate to the sales department? And so to do that, let's go take a look at it, because we've created something. You can pull it up now. Some of you have it right here. You can pull up your CEO sales dashboard. Now, for some of you who are doing this for the very first time, you can go over to ceosalesdashboard.com and you can download this. And once you download it, it's an Excel sheet. It is editable. So if you're here for the first time, you can go all the way across the top to today's date and find it. Now, on the left-hand side, you'll see leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Now, you can go in and you can modify it. So some of you are only going to track your top performing product. Some of you are going to track your top 2 performing products, by the way. Now, once you do that, let's go all the way down to repeat business today. Let's take a look at repeat business. And under repeat business, we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. Question number 1 is, what new products were sold yesterday to someone who's already a client? So if I'm an Apple guy, and I love Apple, and I go to the Apple store and I already have an iPhone, I buy a MacBook Pro, that's a new product. So I've saved the company 80% of the dollars spent because I bought a new product, and they'd have to go get me as a new customer. Or go and track now how many were bought existing product. I have an iPhone, I go in there and I decide to buy a case, or I'm going to buy a new cord, a new charger. That's an existing customer. Or many of you have membership subscription programs. So you go in and you look and say, whoa, how many new members did I occur this month? Or maybe what was the difference between how many occurred and then what was the attrition? Here's the point. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And we're going to focus on measuring. We're going to focus on managing. And when we do that, we will see it get a little bit better and 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 a little bit better. But then we go to the other side, because we're going to say, wait a minute, Shay. We've measured it. We managed it. Now we're going to look at celebrating wins. And powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions their focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So the 3 questions we're going to ask ourselves is, yesterday in the sales department, what are you most proud of? What was your biggest accomplishment yesterday in the sales department? What do you want to brag about today? If I could bring your head right now and you could brag and say, look, Shay, this is what I accomplished yesterday. I went 1,440 minutes yesterday. I had 24 hours yesterday. I had 86,000 seconds yesterday. And you know what I accomplished? You know what I did? You know what I feel good about yesterday? What would it be? Seriously, go ahead and put that down. Just for the sales department. Just for the sales department. Then we're going to go over and look at the other side. And we're going to say, wait a minute, there's some challenges and some hurdles. Every day is not cupcakes, rainbows, and unicorns. So we're going to ask ourselves 3 questions. Number 1, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? Number 2, what's preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And number 3, what's the one thing that you can do that if you did it, it would move your life and or business forward? And you're going to focus on that. Whoa. What would that be right now? What's the one thing you can do? It's up to you. You're the CEO. You can make that decision. And making that decision right now, it could change the trajectory of your entire business. There's been some times in our business where we had to make some decisions. And in those decisions, it changed the trajectory of our business. It wasn't about creating something. It was about the direction that we're going and where we want to head to and what we want to do. The industry has not changed. How we deliver things has changed. My message of the day is, focus on connecting with your clients through stories. Get better at storytelling. And you're going to weave your storytelling in as part of your strategy. We call it digital storytelling, where you're selling your idea, you're selling your belief, you're selling your philosophy. And isn't that a great skill to have for your sales department? See, when you do that, you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name is Shay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. I want you to know that you're incredible. I want you to know that you're amazing. And I want you to know, for you, I believe that your best is still yet to come. Your best is yet to come. Your best is yet to come. I'm out. Peace. I'll see y'all on the other side.